Does my audio work? Yes, it does. Okay, sorry about that. So this was sent in, this MacBook right here, this is an A1278 that was sent in with a USB issue, and you could hear, right here, it beeps. So, I have a feeling this just doesn't have RAM in it. Some stores take RAM out for some reason before they send it. I don't know why, but they do that. So I think this is actually okay. I think it just has no RAM in it. So we will see. Yeah, I don't know why repair. You'll get repair stores that'll take out the batteries, the drives, the RAM. I have no idea why. Probably to save money on shipping. So. Oh, the RAM stick is like half out. Yeah, this will not work, unfortunately. When your RAM is half out, like that. Can't really see it, but yeah, the RAM stick is like half out. So that ain't gonna work. So, USB issues. Let's talk about this. I need to know if it's a power issue or a data issue to the USB. So what I'm gonna do, I have my USB drive that has lights on it. I'm gonna plug this in and I'm gonna see if the power light lights up and the link light lights up. So if I get nothing, then I know either are working. If the link light doesn't light up, I know there's not a power issue, but a data issue. But if both don't light up, like right now it's not turning on. Come on, plug in. And I do get power to the USB. Let's see if we get a link light. and I do not. So we have a data issue on USB. So first thing we need to look at is if the port is physically damaged. So I'm going to look, and also let's try both. So none. Alright, so we have an issue with data here. So let's turn this off, let's pull the board out. Wrong screws are put in the bottom cover, so it's not has screws left in it. This is an 820-2936 from 2011. This is a 2011 A1278. Hi Miles, how's it going? Where's my T6? Customer showing up at 2 when the part won't arrive till 5 or later. Yep, that's the thing. That's what they do. Okay, let's continue. The most common thing on USB ports is going to be filters, but since both ports aren't working, I'm going to look for something common between the two. So we're going to go through the schematic in a minute here, but first we'll give the board a visual inspection. As always, the visual inspection is the most important part. Yeah, people do that with me too. When I say a part won't come in or that something won't be here, people are not patient, unfortunately. Okay. Let's have a look. Aaron is here. This is a 2011. It's not that old. It's old, but it's not that old. So I just want to look around the USB area, and I see nothing. That over here says no liquid damage from what I can see. Actually, we have a little bit of junk right there. It's not too big of a deal though. That's expected on something this age. You'll get condensation. It'll look like it corroded, but it's really not corroded. Well, it's corroded, but it's not from liquid damage. It's just from the dust. When you get a lot of dust in your machine, moisture will tend to build up underneath and cause a little bit of corrosion. So, USB issues. Let's go over the schematic real quick. So we have two USB ports right here. So let's go ahead and look at the USB ports on the schematic. So I'm going to open up a board view and schematic for an 820 2936. Let's find this here. No, this is a Core i5, or Core i7, Christian. Okay, so USB ports. And this would be J4600 and J4610. So let's look at the schematic. Now, let's look at the block diagram, display capture. Right here. So, block diagram. External USB right here, trackpad and keyboard. So, we can see here, these go to, now our trackpad and keyboard are working. So, our PCH part of our USB part of the PCH is likely fine. We see that both ports, so where is it here? Well, both ports are going to go on the same. Okay, so we have two USB hubs. So both these USB hubs, I didn't know there was two. That's weird. I thought there was only one USB hub. Oh well. But we see both ports go to a USB hub and then to the PCH. But we know both aren't working, so yeah, I guess we could have a PCH issue, but I really doubt it since our trackpad and keyboard work. So let's continue on and let's see what is common between these. So let's continue looking at the schematic. Here's our USB port. We notice we have a few filters here. Now these filters are incredibly common to fail. These filters fail all the time. It is incredibly common. Here's our two USB ports. You can actually see it looks like they have U4600 in common. So both U4600 feeds both of the chips, but our light lights up on this. So if our light lights up, then this likely won't be our issue. However, we should still inspect this and go from there. Another thing that is common between them, no, both filters look like they are the same. So what I'm going to do in this situation, before ruling out the PCH, or before blaming the PCH, these filters, even if they read fine, so a lot of times they'll read fine on your meter, but they will not actually be the right value under load. So a lot of times these filters right here can cause issues. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is actually replace all 4 of these filters, or all 6 of these filters right here, and I'm also going to replace U4600. So this is unlikely to be the issue here, but I'm going to replace it just in case. And then if this still doesn't work, we'll go down to the hub. So, but let's actually inspect the hub before we do this. So where was the hub here? All right, so U2650. Where is U2650? U2650, which is right over here. Wait, where was it? Okay, U2650. Could have sworn this only had one hub. I really thought it only had one hub. The hub looks fine. Could just tell by just looking at it. U2600, where's U2600? And U2600 is over here, and that also looks fine. So let's go through the filters, and then we'll go ahead and replace the hubs if that still doesn't work, and then we'll go from there. So switch over to microscope view. Catherine is here. And the phone is ringing again. Call. Usually the only people that want to talk to me is telemarketers and scammers. Come on, I need an 820-2936. Here's one. But it looks like it has the USB hub stolen from it, so that's not much help. I need to organize these donor boards, like today. I know the board is here, it's just buried in like 300 boards that are all thrown apart. Oh well, we have some boards that will have the filters on them. MobiFix is here. Okay, so USB filters. Let's go back to the schematic here. Where is it here? J4600. And L4605 is going to be our first one on the list, followed by L4600. So L4605. Flip the board view the right way. The board view always shows the wrong way. And that is going to be, where is it here? Right here, U4600 and the two caps. Well, now where is that? Right here. Yeah, these are kind of useless to measure because it's almost always going to read right and it's actually screwing up under load. Let's take the RAM out. There's that one. There's this one. I will be right back. back. MobiFix asks, what's your walk-in versus mail-in ratio? It's 90 to 95% mail-in and like 5 to 10% walk-in. This one actually doesn't have liquid damage. That's the next one that we're going to do, if we get to it. Let me look at the schematic here. I just want to get all the filters off. And my brain is not working as intended. So L4600 is going to be up here. And this one down here too. Pull back up chat, 'cause I hit it. Tip Top Tweezers, way to care for your tools. Hey, I have good tools. Yes, I'm in Palmdale. Not many people know about me. I had someone walk in that actually watched my channel, watched Lewis's channel, and didn't actually recognize me. That, you know, didn't recognize the store. Probably because that week I had longer hair and a beard, and I wasn't recognizable compared to my videos. So. This other filter right here. Alright, let's put the new ones on. And we'll test and see if this thing works. I'm going to try just the filters. Now I'll replace U40. If high current draw caused by U4600 pulling too much power. I have two laptops I want to save. I really need to stop by. So question about those. Are they MacBooks that are newer than 2010? That's my first question. I'm stopping service on anything older than 2010 just because something always dies and always ends up being my fault. Well, that's what I get blamed for. So anything 2010, anything older than 2010 is a no-go, and right now only MacBooks. I don't really like working on Windows stuff. Get out of here. I don't want solder balls on my board. Unless they're high-end stuff, I'll look at them sometimes, but the thing with those is people expect it done like really, really quick, and it's when you get a Windows laptop, people expect, like for board repair, people expect it in like a week, and it's not. I just don't do it because there's no schematics, there's no repair information. You have to put a lot of time in it, and they're often not willing to pay that much money to save them. Have you heard from Chris Long? I think I messaged him not too long ago. No, the filter blew away. Let's grab another one. And it's stolen. Let's grab another donor board. Actually, let me replace the filter down here first. Why is audio so low? Because people complained about it being too loud before and clipping. So there, now it'll be louder. The audio you can never get right. People complain it's too loud, it's too quiet. Every single time. Let me get it so it does not. Okay, should be good now. Audio you can never win with people. It's always too quiet, too loud, and then tomorrow they're gonna say it's too loud and clipping. Oh well, such is life. Alright, what was I doing? Yeah, USB filter. I appreciate that, Catherine. Caroline is here. How does the pricing work? It's flat rate based on model. And problem. Tim hates me. No, I do not, Cam. It's hard to reply to every single person in chat. Alright, let's grab a new donor board. That has a darn filter that blew away on it, so let's start the process again of digging for 2936. I don't know what happened. I used to have so many of those. I didn't throw them away. Guess I just kind of disappeared. Stuff disappears in a repair shop. It's the craziest thing in the world. $31.15. $31.15. $29.36. Bingo. What? Has the filter, but it looks like somebody really. I don't know who did this, but look at this. Do you ear enough? What do you mean ear? Do you mean eat? If you mean eat, probably not. I often. What is this? Do I eat enough? Probably not. Yesterday I waited until I was like shaking before eating. What is this? Look, what are you doing? Alright, let's change that filter. Sorry. To reply to something. Okay. Anthony, you shut up. You shut up. Don't even start with this send me garbage nonsense. My 2010 MacBook Pro only works when charger's connected, and now it just keeps rebooting. Last shop it took it to, they just reheated the CPU. Okay, well, if they reheated the CPU, they destroyed it. So, yeah, they destroyed that. And if I work on it, it's going to die in a few months. The rebooting issue is not your GPU. If it's a 15 or 17 inch, it's C9560. Easy to solve, and now it's been screwed up by an idiot. The only working when charger connected is either something in the battery circuit or the battery itself. It's probably just the battery itself. And some moron reheated the CPU. Can you please say who reheated the CPU? Because I really want to know the name of that shop. That stuff just makes me angry. So what I would do is bring it back to that place and tell them they ruined it because you don't reheat the CPU when something is rebooting. Especially on that board. It's C9560. Common problem. Easy to find with research, and yeah, just unbelievable. Richard said, thanks, you got the audio perfect. Now, I agree there's a subjective aspect to audio, but good target. It's consistent with the bulk of YouTube videos. By the way, you got stellar dictation. Thank you. Yeah, those reflow shops and stuff, they make my blood boil, honestly. Because it ruins it for the actual good shops. And that's the problem. Okay, let's plug this in and then let's try it again. Any charge? What was the name of that shop? Please post the name of that shop in chat. I want to see it and I want to look them up. Or if you don't want to post it publicly, then you can email it to me or contact form, whatever. A+ Computers. That name sounds familiar. That name really sounds familiar. A+. Okay, I know this place. This place is I think sent stuff here. Let's see, is it the same place? Yep, that's the same place. Yeah, they've sent stuff here. Just reheat CPU. I know it's in Apple Valley. I know the exact place you're talking about. It sounds familiar, and I know the exact place that did that. And I don't remember, but I think that the boards are screwed with too. And had one of the issues was just like really bad soldering or something. Stuff they sent you, did you call time of death? Now I'm curious. Let me look up the ticket on that. Yeah, if they see this, they'll probably get mad, but you don't reheat CPUs and right here, A+ computer. Ticket. Yeah, it was a dead CPU that was sent here that had garbled screen and it had a RAM issue. Well, it was intermittent checker pattern, 3 beeps on startup. I refilled the RAM because that's what it usually is. Cracked ball under the RAM, issue stopped. Was able to produce intermittent output to video screen. Diagnosis of dead CPU. Recommend board replacement. So I don't think that one was reflown, or else I wouldn't have touched it. But yeah, the fact that it was reheated, yeah, that just. And now, if they send me something else, I probably won't even accept it. But now they ruined that board, so I wouldn't even attempt to fix it, because here's the thing. Even even if I fix your board, it's gonna die in a few months from a dead CPU because they reheated it. That's the thing. How can I salvage my files? Your files are on the hard drive, so that's easy. That's not a problem. But the board is trash. I need RAM. No, the reason why they charged $350 is because the C9560 was the issue, and when the moron heat gunned the CPU or GPU or whatever the heck he did, it made C9560 temporarily work again. That stopped the reboots, but it only stopped it temporarily until it. Do you replace CPUs? No. So we're gonna hold down the Option key now, and see if this works. And the screen actually just went black. So I take that as a not work. Okay, it rebooted. What the heck is going on? Like the whole case is shifting. Maybe this is a PCH. Let's unplug the hard drive. Just so if it boots into ASD, then we know the USB is working. If it doesn't, then we know it's not working. But now it stopped posting. No, there it goes. No link light yet, which isn't good. Which probably means the issue is with either one of the hubs or the PCH. Give it a minute. No link light yet. If it gives me a question mark, then we know we have a bigger issue. But let's give it a minute. Bingo, fixed. This is Apple Service Diagnostic. Let's see if it has a test for USB hub. Okay. Deselect all. I'll do SMC and chipset, and that's it. Yep. Passed. this is fixed. Now let's just see one more thing. Let me grab a USB something or other. You know what? No, I'll do that in testing. It boots off USB. USB is working. Let's try the other port. Let's shut down. Let's try the other port. Oh, the keyboard's not plugged in. That's why it doesn't turn on. Hit the power button. I kind of want to go over there and say something. I would seriously walk in there and said, you know what? You're a moron. You reheated reheated a CPU for no reason. All right, so one USB port still does not work. So that is this port right here. So why would this port not work? So now we know it's confined to one USB port, and this should be easier. So let's see. Okay. Board out. So we know it is our my brain doesn't want to work for some reason today. It's kind of strange. Yeah, I would totally walk into that place and say, you know, what are you doing? Okay, so USB port, it was this one that wasn't working, I think. Wait, yeah, this one, I think. So the bottom one, actually I need to rewind the video because and what the heck, why does it look so lousy on my end? So it was the USB port. Yeah, my memory is lousy. It was the port closest to the SD card reader, I think. No. Okay, it was the one away from the SD card reader. And I just lost chat. What the heck happened? I think I just screwed up the stream. No. Okay, so we know our issue with the port is going to be right here. So this right here. So we could have a bad diode, we could have a bad hub, we could have a bad filter that we put on. So let's start. So I kind of am suspecting the diode. I don't know. Let's check the filter real quick on our meter. You never know, maybe we'll get lucky and maybe it'll just be the filter. 1.5. Yeah, filter's okay, I think. So let's see, what's this one reading? 0.6. I know I said not to do that with the meter, better just to replace, but okay, let me change this little diode. Maybe I'll get lucky. At least we kind of know our PCH is okay then. It's just an issue with one of the ports, and it's an incredibly simple issue, but I'm going incredibly slow on it because I have no idea why. This is like when I tell people I'm seriously not that smart. It's not that I'm not smart, it's half the time my brain does not work as intended, for lack of a better saying. That diode is missing off my donor boards. Stolen off of this one too. What the heck? Why must diode be stolen? What did I ever do to deserve a stolen diode? Just sad. I feel hungry. I should probably leave soon and get lunch. Well, it's time for lunch though. I actually have to go to the bank, or the lunch, then bank. Alright, let's try it. You know what? I don't really like the... I don't trust that filter. For some reason. No logical reason, I just don't trust it. Do you have any go-to lunch places around there? Not really. I hate their offices too. Fix. I 100% hate their offices. Okay, let's put the board back in the enclosure. Let's see if this works. I hope it works. Yeah, any kind of... Honestly, it's like any kind of facility like a bank, anything like that with people I don't really like. Like, I don't think out here, I don't even think I could do it on the phone. I have to walk in. So I'm doing is looking at the link light. I don't think it's working. We'll see in a second here when it tries to boot. Will either question mark or boot into an OS or into the ASD file. Waiting, losing hope. And that one was... Okay, kind of strange, doesn't give me a question mark yet. That almost makes me think it's trying to boot. I don't know. Nothing, MacBook? Really? Nothing? Not even give me a question mark? What's up with that? I think it's doing something. I think it's recognizing the disk, or else it wouldn't have... It would have given me a question mark by now, so I think it does see the disk. And this goes to U2600. Which is probably going to be stolen off of most of my 2936s. I could take it from a abundance of 2915s I have. This one actually has it though. Alright, let's try this again. Now the trackpad is plugged in. Hurry up and work. Sad. Question mark. Okay, USB hub time. Is the USB hub, let's look, does this go right to the chip? Yes, it goes right to U2600. Could check the trace. I kind of would think a trace would break more often than U2600 would. Then again, I don't know. Let's check the traces between U2600 and the USB port. Hopefully it will, maybe we'll have a broken trace. A nice wire would be nice to run. And, yeah, that should be nice. Should be nice and easy if it's a wire. If not, it's either U2600 or the PCH. And who are we kidding? Hey, have I ever been a person that would have luck with a board like this? Could you use donor MacBooks? Not really. I have plenty. Okay. So, we are going to measure from this filter right here, right there. So, this guy right here. And to U2600. What I would do with your A12, is yours an A1278 or A1286? That's my question. A1286 or A1278? So we have to measure on this filter. Where is it? Right here. And on a couple pins on this chip, which looks absolutely fine. I'm guessing it's going to be the third one. Yep, the third one. This FLIR meter is actually pretty incredible. The battery has not even went down. It's like, it hasn't went dead yet. It's at like between 75 and 50%. And that's pretty darn good for a meter that has an LCD display and thermal imaging built in. Okay, so that one's good. And that would be pin 6, so the one actually right next to it. Which is the fourth one. And we have a connection there. So now we have a choice. It's either going to be this chip or the PCH. So take your bets. What's it going to be? And the dot is in that corner. I manage an Apple authorized repair shop nearby. I have amazing customer service and good knowledge about repairing Apple products. Can you hire me so I can learn board repair? I work nearby. Michael, send me an email at service@tcoscircuit.repair. And also, where do you work? What's local? Like, are you saying local like Northern California, or are you saying like local like Burbank or somewhere? Or Santa Clarita or something like that? And now you shut up. It doesn't go directly to the PCH. It doesn't. It goes through many things before the PCH. And now you wait till I meet you. Better hope you can run by then. A fume extractor. You haven't answered me, Compton Draco or Darko. What model is it? Is it an A1286, an A1278? Because you can get a board for fairly cheap. Cormac is here. It's an A1286. Look on eBay for an 820-2850. Or ProTech Restore. Yeah, ProTech Restore is a better choice. I passed our physical tests. I'm soon to be in working condition again. I'm glad. I couldn't imagine sitting at home not being able to work. I would go absolutely insane. I wouldn't. Here's the thing. I would probably still come to work somehow and just suffer in pain. I couldn't bear to be out of work like that. Is there any bridges on this? No, looks good. Nell, did the boat place fire you? For... I screwed up. I can't solder anymore. Did the boat place fire you from... I said 820-2850. Did the boat place fire you from getting into the accident? I don't know what's with me lately. It's like Vladimir's here. And I agree, Moby Fix. That's why I'll never get on a skateboard. If I got on a skateboard, I'd fall and break something. No, was it you or someone else? If you're still here, was it you or someone else that rode the skateboard in Lewis's store and hit his head on the gate? I think it was you. Have you got enough rest lately? No. Since when do I get rest? I work all the time. Okay, let's see if I can solder this chip without screwing it up. It's kind of like my hands, like, I don't know, it's weird. Probably need a vacation. If you run your business and get sufficient rest, you're doing it wrong. I agree. What's even worse is when people are jealous of you and are I've never gotten the idea of being mean to somebody because you're jealous of them. What's even worse is when someone acts like that, yet they're not willing to put in the own work that it's required. Catherine says you forgot you were hungry. Yes, I did. I actually completely forgot about that. The chip isn't upside down. Oh, shoot. Oh well, this is what I mean. Lack of rest shows. Cam, I didn't even see your comment. I didn't even see it. I will eat soon. Caroline, wasn't that on the CPU MOSFETs? I remember, I think that was on CPU MOSFETs, and when we turned it on, it killed the CPU. I remember that. I've done stuff like that too. Not sure if you guys have In and Out on that side of town. Actually, we do. Right down the street. I go there fairly often. But today, I have to go home and then go to the bank. And the phone is ringing. Hi, how can I help you? Okay. Let me look it up real quick. So what's going on? Okay. Was it like turning on but only off the charger and it shut off if you unplug the charger? Okay. The end of the charger getting warm is normal. It's just pulling a good amount of current through it. My next question is, did you use a metal tool to pop out the battery connector? Okay. Okay. Because on those, if anything metallic, it's really super easy to short your 12 volts to your 3 volt SMC lines, and that'll kill the SMC and the charge controller. If it's not turning on now, there's a chance that there's something else wrong. It could be an issue with the charge controller. That's pretty common on that issue, on that model, where the charge controller dies and it kills the MOSFETs for PPBus G3 Hot as well. Yeah. Sorry, customers. Dumb it way down. Yeah, I know. I get. It wasn't a shop either. I can't help it. What can I say? I can't help it. I'm like that with everyone. That's why most people cannot tolerate me in person. Because I'll start rambling like that about stuff. This is why I need to hire someone for customer service. Because this is what happens. MobiFix says, I imagine Tim Cruise is for women who's willing to discuss PPBus at parties. Yeah, not exactly. Tim usually gets ignored. When I noticed that acid problem... Huh? Oh, never mind. Never discuss what it is when talking to the customer, and I try and shift so I can look at it. I think the opposite, actually. I think when you go in detail like that with the customer, they trust you more, they think you know what you're talking about, and they actually are more apt to bring it in rather than just when you just say, oh, just bring it in and let me look at it. You have better luck doing that than you would by just telling them to bring it in. Way better luck. Tim, mind the acid problem you'll get if you don't go eat something. Yes, I know. I'm wearing gloves from now on, too. I had some strange virus that probably came from a MacBook that didn't really well, it probably came from a MacBook from me not wearing gloves that actually caused my lymph nodes to swell, but I had no other symptoms. But yeah, that was interesting. Gloves. That's a lot of messages. Is there someone you'd... So, look, I just got an email that says there's someone you would suggest for Mac Pro repairs. Like, MacBook Pro... The one shop I suggest for MacBook Pro repair is called TCRS Circuit. You need a... yes, I should get one of those UV sanitizer things. You know what? Do they have a UV sanitizer wand? Because that would be really, really helpful. Cause let's see, UV san... They're only $50? Okay, this one says it's a fire hazard, so I won't be getting that one. $59.99. I'm gonna get one of these. Cam says Rakesh might bring UV sanitizer. Well, that'd be very nice of him. This product is known to the state of California to cause cancer. Well, guess what? Everything is known to the state of California to cause cancer. I'm probably known to the state of California to cause cancer. And so are you, Anel. Everyone here is. Touch leaded solder in your life, you're known to the state of California to cause cancer, birth defects, and other reproductive harm. You read it wrong. This product is known in the state of cancer to cause California. Yes. That's a good one. Alright, so is this the PCH? So here's the plan. If it doesn't work after this, it's going to be the PCH most likely. And that means Anel is right. If it is the PCH, I leave and go get lunch and go to the bank and do the other stuff I have to do. If it does work, then I do the same thing, only I'm happier. No green light? Okay, you fan spin. Why no green light? You have something in your charge port? Oh, you have green light. Hopefully this will work. Yes, it works. It was the hub. This is fixed, and I'm happy. Now it goes in the ultrasonic, and I leave. This other board was so nasty. I'll show you guys this. So this was after all. See, the new ultrasonic, the Crest, seems about as powerful as my Sharp Protect. Maybe the Sharp Protect was a tad bit more powerful. I don't know. But when a board looks like this is after ultrasonic. Check this out. This was after ultrasonic. This thing was so bad before ultrasonic. This whole area of the board was just terrible. This is after ultrasonic. This was terrible. But I will fix this later. Probably not on stream. Because that's boring. It's just replacing everything and hoping it works. Okay, I'm out of here. So, thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you later. So, let's wait. Let's see. Wrong USB port? No. This was the right USB port. Or what was it? You guys are killing me. Yeah, that board is bad. After flux, it should be better. Flux and removing everything. The other side looks okay. It had a little bit of corrosion and near some caps, but otherwise it was fine. Mainly just on the other side. And now you stop with those question marks. No, get out of here. Remove. No question marks allowed. What's that? Fixed. We are done here. Time to go. Okay. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next stream and video. I've said this, check third port. It doesn't have a third port now. You're crazy. I want to try and do a daily video thing. I don't know if I can record board repair videos every day because it takes up a lot of time to do one of these, and I could crank them out quicker on my own. But I want to do a daily video thing. It may not be on board repair, maybe just talking, but I want to try and do it. I've said I would do it before, but it's just been hard. So I want to try and do it. I want to try to do a daily video or stream about something, anything, and see where it goes. So what scope do you use? This is an AM scope something or other. 7 to 45x, simulfocal, and this is the older version, not the newer version. This is the older one. This is the plastic case one, but this one is better. Then I have this adapter thing that's better. How about a gear video? Okay, I'll do that. So, alright, I will see you guys later.